If you've ever watched one of your videos back and thought, why does my audio sound so bad? You're definitely not alone. One of the biggest reasons viewers stop watching isn't poor video quality, it's poor audio. Today we're taking a look at the brand new NEEWER KM19 wireless lavalier microphone, a compact wireless microphone system designed for YouTubers, vloggers, TikTok creators, interviewers, and anyone wanting better sound without carrying around bulky audio equipment. On paper, it offers some impressive features, including 48 kHz 24-bit hi-fi audio, 3 levels of noise cancellation, an incredibly lightweight transmitter weighing only about 6 grams, app control, and up to 24 hours of battery life with the charging case. But specifications only tell part of the story. The real question is, can this tiny microphone actually improve your videos in real-world situations? Throughout this review, I'll test it indoors, outdoors, compare it against a phone microphone, explore the NEEWER Mic app, and show you a feature I haven't seen on many wireless microphones: the ability to play back recordings through your phone without unplugging the receiver. There's one feature later in this video that genuinely surprised me. Let's get started. Over the past few years, camera technology has improved dramatically. Even budget smartphones can shoot impressive-looking video. But audio is still where many creators struggle. Whether you're filming YouTube reviews, interviews, travel videos, tutorials, or social media content, your voice is what keeps viewers connected. If your audience has to strain to hear what you're saying, or your voice gets drowned out by traffic, wind, or echo, they're much more likely to click away. That's exactly why wireless microphones have become one of the most popular upgrades for content creators. Instead of standing close to your camera, you can move freely while still capturing clear dialogue. The NEEWER KM19 aims to make that process as simple as possible, even if you've never used a wireless microphone before. So let's see what you actually get inside the box. Opening the box, the first thing that immediately stands out is the charging case. It's a surprisingly premium touch. Inside the case you'll find 2 wireless microphone transmitters with clips, and 1 wireless receiver. From the product box you'll also get USB charging cable, NEEWER carry pouch, USB-C to USB-C extension adapter, Lightning to USB-C extension adapter, spare mic sponge covers, and a quick start guide documentation. Everything feels neatly organized and ready to use straight out of the box, which is exactly what you'd expect from a plug-and-play system. One thing I really like is how compact everything is. Instead of carrying multiple cases and accessories separately, the entire recording kit fits neatly inside this one charging case. If you're someone who films on location, travels regularly, or likes to keep your camera bag lightweight, this compact design is definitely a big advantage. The next thing worth talking about is the size. The receiver weighs only around 3 grams, while each transmitter comes in at approximately 6 grams, making them about the size of a pair of wireless earbuds. Once clipped onto your shirt, they're barely noticeable. That might sound like a small detail, but it makes a huge difference during longer recording sessions. Heavier transmitters can pull on thinner clothing or become uncomfortable after wearing them for a while. The KM19 feels much lighter than many traditional wireless microphone systems I've used. The magnetic clip also makes positioning quick and easy without needing large clips that distract from your appearance on camera. For creators making YouTube videos, interviews, or presentations, having less visible equipment helps keep the focus on the content rather than the gear. But a lightweight design doesn't mean much if the setup is complicated. Fortunately, setup is about as straightforward as you'd hope. The KM19 is designed to be plug-and-play. I'm using the Lightning to USB-C adapter for an older iPhone. Simply connect the receiver to your compatible device, in this case an iPhone. Remove the transmitters from the charging case, and press the button for 2 seconds to power on and connect with the receiver. There's no lengthy setup process or complicated pairing procedure to worry about. There is compatibility with the latest iPhone models, older iPhones using the Lightning adapter, and laptops, making it a versatile option for different creator workflows. Whether you're recording directly into your smartphone, filming with a laptop, or creating short-form content on the go, getting started is refreshingly simple. For beginners especially, this ease of use removes one of the biggest barriers to upgrading their audio. Now this is where the KM19 starts offering features you don't always expect at this price point. Using the NEEWER Mic app, you can remotely control several microphone settings directly from your phone. The app allows you to adjust the 3 levels of vocal enhancement, customize the 5 levels of active noise cancellation, and enable low-cut filtering to help reduce low-frequency rumble, such as air conditioning, traffic, or handling noise. Instead of relying on a one-size-fits-all approach, these controls let you tailor the microphone's sound depending on your recording environment. For example, if you're filming indoors in a quiet room, you may prefer minimal processing to keep your voice sounding as natural as possible. On the other hand, if you're recording outdoors near traffic or in windy conditions, increasing the noise cancellation can help reduce distracting background sounds. Having this level of flexibility makes the KM19 much more versatile for different types of content. But features are one thing. The real test is how it actually sounds. So in the next section, let's put the KM19 through a series of real-world audio tests. Now we've reached what is probably the most important part of this review, audio quality. Specifications are great, but what really matters is how the microphone sounds when you're actually recording. So first, let's start with a quiet indoor environment. Right now, you're listening to the NEEWER KM19 with no background music and no additional audio processing. This is the kind of environment many creators work in, whether you're filming product reviews, tutorials, online courses, or live streams. The first thing I noticed is that the vocals sound clean and natural. There's good detail in the voice without sounding overly processed, and speech remains easy to understand. According to NEEWER, the KM19 records at 48 kHz with 24-bit audio, giving it a higher quality audio signal than many entry-level wireless microphones. Another thing I like is that the microphone doesn't exaggerate the high frequencies. Some budget microphones can make voices sound thin or harsh. Here, voices remain balanced while still sounding clear. Of course, the final audio quality also depends on your recording environment and editing, but as a starting point, this is a solid performance. But things get much more interesting once we head outside. This is where many wireless microphones start to struggle. Outside, you have wind, traffic, people talking, birds, and all sorts of unpredictable sounds. The KM19 includes 3 levels of built-in noise cancellation, which you can cycle through directly from the transmitter, making it easy to adapt to different environments. The strongest setting removes even more environmental noise, although it can slightly change the character of your voice. That's perfectly normal with digital noise reduction. The nice thing is that you have options depending on where you're filming. If you're indoors, you may not need much processing at all. If you're filming beside a busy road or in windy conditions, increasing the noise reduction can make a noticeable difference. So how long can you actually record before needing to recharge? Battery life is another area where convenience matters just as much as performance. The KM19 charging case isn't just for storage. It also keeps both transmitters charged whenever they're not in use. According to NEEWER, you can expect around 24 hours of total battery life using the charging case, making it suitable for long recording days or travel. Simply removing the transmitters from the charging case powers them on automatically, and placing them back inside powers them off again. It's a small convenience, and it's one less thing to think about when you're trying to start filming quickly. The KM19 also includes several quick controls directly on the hardware. Double-press the transmitter to mute the microphone, with the indicator changing color to confirm the action. You can also switch between stereo and mono recording by pressing the receiver, which changes the indicator color accordingly. These controls are especially useful because you don't always want to open an app just to make simple adjustments. It's another example of keeping the workflow fast and practical. Now let's talk about my favorite feature. Normally, when using USB-C wireless microphones, you need to unplug the receiver before your phone plays audio through its speakers. The KM19 solves this. You can immediately replay your recordings through your phone's speaker without removing the receiver. It might sound like a small feature, but if you've ever stopped filming just to unplug your microphone, replay a clip, and plug everything back in again, you'll appreciate how much smoother this makes the workflow. It's one of those quality of life improvements that saves time every time you record. So after spending some time with the NEEWER KM19, here are my overall thoughts. The pros are very compact and lightweight, excellent plug-and-play experience, good vocal clarity, useful app controls, 3 levels of onboard noise reduction, convenient charging case, stereo and mono recording, no-unplug playback, and strong overall value. The cons are, like any wireless microphone, audio quality still depends on the environment you're recording in. The strongest noise reduction setting can slightly affect voice tone, so you'll want to choose the level that best suits your surroundings. And while the app offers useful controls, many users may only need to adjust the settings once before leaving them as they are. Overall, though, there aren't any major deal breakers considering the price and feature set. So, should you buy the NEEWER KM19? If you're looking for a compact wireless microphone that's easy to use, lightweight, and packed with practical features, I think it's a strong option for creators. The audio quality is clear, setup is simple, the app adds useful customization, and little touches like the charging case, automatic power on, quick controls, and no-unplug playback help make day-to-day recording more enjoyable. Whether you're creating YouTube videos, TikTok content, interviews, live streams, or online tutorials, the KM19 offers a well-rounded feature set that's designed to get you recording quickly with minimal fuss. It's not trying to replace every high-end professional wireless audio system on the market. Instead, it's focused on giving everyday creators a reliable, portable solution that sounds good and is genuinely enjoyable to use. And for many people, that's exactly what's needed. If you'd like to learn more about the NEEWER KM19 or check today's latest price, coupons, or bundle deals, I'll leave the purchase links in both the video description and the pinned comment below. If you found this review helpful, consider subscribing to TechTube TV for more honest tech reviews, creator gear, and practical buying guides. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.